Elena dashes to her office entrance, shouting at the top of her voice.
Sumit! I need you!
An Indian man, bald and from a nearby office, emerges, his body language betraying his confusion.
What happened?
He inquires. Elena, still breathless, replies,
Sumit, please come quickly.
Sumit, maintaining a calmer demeanor, asked,
What's going on, Elena?
Elena, clearly distraught, pointing at her computer screen.
Look at this.
Sumit, less agitated.
What am I supposed to see?
There was a girl.
There are millions of girls on the internet.
No, you baboon, the girl, she solved the puzzle.
Sumit hurriedly types on the keyboard.
Impossible.
She was young, I tried to talk to her, we were cut out. She solved the puzzle. What do we do?
There she is.
Yes, that's her.
She is a young girl indeed. How did she do that?
Sumit seating on the desk chair.
We have to get her.
Calm down, Elena. It might not be what it seems.
So tell me what it is?
Waving for an answer.
She is located in Brazil. Let me check with her IP address. She logged in twice, once 50 minutes ago and once about 2 weeks ago.
Clinking and typing, while Elena paces back and forth like an encaged lion.
No one else connected from this area.
Are you sure?
Unless she is using a VPN. If so, good luck tracking her down.
Laying back on the chair.
Let's assume she is not using a TPN. Sound fancy, isn't it?
VPN, she does not strike me as a computer geek.
Making a steeple gesture.
Let's say she is the real deal. How can we be sure this is not a random act? Maybe she got lucky. Maybe we should forget about seeing her.
I agree with this last statement.
What am I saying? The cat is out of the bag, she probably saw me.
Yes, I can confirm that.
Glimpsing at the screen.
The video was both ways.
So, we have to deal with the situation.
She slumps onto the nearby sofa.
We will go there all together. This way, we will have a better chance.
Nope, I am not going.
How do you know she did not cheat? Maybe she did.
You wanted me to create this test to weed out casual solvers seeking the thrill of the challenge. This test mostly involved dead languages. Each one of the 5 stages are increasingly difficult with automated random puzzle generator. Anyone who tries too many times from the same location is automatically sent to a fake win page. Anyone who takes too long to solve one puzzle is also sidetracked. That definitely calmed down those know-it-all from Oxford and Cambridge.
Smirking, Elena stood up and walked briskly to her bedroom.
I am going with Umar then.
Sumit yelling to be heard.
I can't wait to see Umar crossing the border. Let me picture you how it would go.
Sumit, with his palms open, mimicked a film director.
What is the purpose of your visiting Brazil?
Does he even speak Portuguese?
I don't know.
Sumit whispering.
Who knows what language this beast speaks?
Yelling again in a deep Norwegian accent with the posture of a bodybuilder.
High comfort, little girl.
Yelling again in proper English.
He might say that just to mess with you.
Sumit chuckling.
I am sure they would like him very much in a Brazilian prison.
Elena returns to Sumit.
Stop being silly. Get me the first ticket for where I am going.
Let me check the IP address. It looks like you are going to Sao Paulo.
Get me the first ticket to Sao Paulo.
You forgot the magic words.
Seriously?
Sumit tilting his head.
Can you get me a ticket to Sao Paulo, please?
These are not the magic words. The magic words are: there is my credit card.
Smiling again, Elena going through her purse and wallet.
You are impossible.
You know the girl is not going anywhere. You don't need to take the first flight.
While typing on the computer.
Next flight in 5 hours, is that enough time?
Perfect, take it. Give me 2 weeks.
Sumit mumbling again.
It ain't cheap.
From the bedroom, there is this ongoing heels taping on the wooden floor serve as reminder of Elena's frenetic activity for her departure.
And book a hotel while you're at it.
You know, I am not your butler.
Elena in a teasing voice.
Please. You already have my credit card.
Why do you want to get to this girl so badly? You know what would happen if you succeed. You do know how much trouble you can get into. The worst part is you might even drag me into it.
Elena's large suitcase lay open on her bed, already packed with grooming essentials and stylish casual attire. She opens a lower drawer, revealing some piece of clothing unexpected from a woman of this stature. A jungle outfit.
Stop worrying. I know what I am doing.
While putting latest pile of clothing in her luggage.
Remember, you were her age at a time in your life. This is, to put it mildly, I must add.
In one of the smaller drawer, there is a box surrounded by beautiful scarves. Elena lifted the lid to reveal a butterfly knife.
I have to do what I have to do.
She promptly secured the knife into her large luggage.
What hotel do you want to go for?
Just take 3 nights in a Hilton. I will improvise from there.
Elena walks back to Sumit.
Can you make a printout of the girl? Give me her location as well.
Well, the hotel is confirmed.
Pauses for 10 seconds and proudly presses a key on the keyboard.
No printout for you, my fair lady.
Then Elena mobile phone buzzes. She looks at it.
The 5 screenshots we have of your next target delivered thanks to technology. I also included the physical address of the IP from where the internet connection was established. You got lucky on this one, the IP address is linked to a physical one. And I forgot, no visa required for entering Brazil. You are welcome.
I am calling a taxi.
As Elena is heading to the airport, she glances once more at the pictures Sumit had sent her on her phone, quietly muttering to herself.
How old are you? What do you know?
She withdraws her phone and gazes at the gray, wintry scene that Boston presents. Elena's distinguishable high heels resonate on the sterile floor of an airport, followed by the muffling noise of her rolling cabin luggage. Next, droned the customs officer. While collecting Elena's passport and custom documents, he monotonously asks, "What is the purpose of your visit to Brazil?" Elena replies, "Research. I am a linguistic university professor." The customs officer glances at the numerous stamps adorning Elena's passport and inquires, "How long will you be staying?" Elena responds, 2 weeks. The officer returns her passport with a curt, "Next." Exiting the nondescript building with her luggage, Elena removes her formal jacket. She is already feeling a bead of sweat trickling down her spine. Subtropical São Paulo is a world apart from Boston. Elena hails a taxi. A middle-aged driver halts his cab and rushes out, salutes Elena hastily and stows Elena's belongings in the trunk. Both doors shut simultaneously. "Where to, madame?" "Hilton, please." While on the way, the driver asks, "American?" "How do you know?" The driver compliments, "Very stylish." Elena grins, taking pleasure in her glamorous appearance. She loves it when people notice, acknowledging it as her guilty pleasure. Driver in English, "You know, I speak American." "I have no doubt. But you speak Portuguese?" "Kind of. I learned a long time ago." The driver commented, "So it's your first time in Brazil. This is a beautiful country." Elena corrected him, saying, "Not the first time. I've been to Brazil a very long time ago," leaving the driver perplexed. Driver, "The Hilton," stopping at the destination. Elena pulls out her wallet. How much? 1 to 46 reals. Elena, rolling her eyes. I forgot to exchange currency at the airport. Do you accept US dollars? Of course, $50. Elena protests. 146 reals is about $30. The driver replies with a grin. This is capitalism, and you're looking good, lady. Elena slapped a $50 note into the driver's hand, playfully calling him an old charmer. They both chuckled, although Elena's annoyance was thinly veiled. After swiftly unloading the luggage, the doorman opens Elena's door. Welcome, madame. The female concierge greets Elena with a warm smile, saying, Hello and welcome to the Hilton. Elena replies, Hello, you should have a reservation under the name Harris. The concierge checks her computer and responds, I'm sorry, but I can't find that name in our booking system. When did you make your reservation? Elena explains, It was done yesterday by my friend. The concierge suggests, perhaps it was booked under his name then. Elena chuckles and replies, No, he's not that desperate. Please try looking under Alvarez. The concierge quickly finds the reservation and confirms, Yes, we have a reservation for 3 nights with breakfast under the name Alvarez. Elena, slightly amused, mutters to herself, Touché. The concierge then requests, May I have your passport, please? As she enters the necessary information into the computer. You'll be in room 1408 on the 14th floor. The elevator is to your left. Your Wi-Fi key is on the back of your key card. Have a pleasant stay. Elena, with one more question, asks, Oh, one more thing. Where can I exchange currency, please? The concierge kindly replies, There's a reputable money exchange place just 2 blocks down. The doorman can provide you with further directions when you leave. She accompanies her response with a customary smile. Elena thanks the helpful concierge and made her way toward the elevators. Elena leaves the luggage in the middle of the room, her purse delicately atop the bed, then collapses in a theatrical manner onto the plush king-sized bed. Elena exclaims, May the ancient gods bless the air conditioning. After a few minutes, she reaches for her phone and attempts to enter the Wi-Fi password from the key card. Squinting at her phone, she mutters, Why do they have to make these things so small? She reaches into her purse for her glasses. The wait tone on Elena's phone was brief.
How was your flight?
Nice touch with Alvarez.
Just to remind you that she is just a girl with probably a loving family too. So what are you going to do?
Today, nothing. I will search for her tomorrow. How is Umar? I didn't even get a chance to see him before I left.
Why do you worry about him? He probably did not notice you were gone.
Whatever you think about him, he is part of the family.
Very small dysfunctional family.
Maybe our family might grow soon.
Don't think about it. Take some rest.
I will. Goodbye.
Be careful.
The next day, Elena is determined to find the girl. Elena requested a São Paulo map from the receptionist and then hails a taxi to the internet cafe. She arrives about an hour before the time Letitia had completed the puzzle, hoping the girl is a regular. Inside, she approaches the counter, attended by a middle-aged man and a young assistant. Glancing quickly around the cafe, Elena greets them. Hello. Pausing to think of how best to approach the situation, she adds, May I have a 2-hour prepaid SIM card with data, please? The owner replies, This would be 75 reals. Seizing the moment, Elena produces her phone and displays a photo of the girl. Do you recognize her? The owner glanced at the screen but swiftly denied recognition. Undeterred, Elena then requested an hour of internet access and a cafezinho, then pays the full amount. She chose a strategically placed computer with a clear view of the entrance. She takes a seat. Not long after, a waiter discreetly places a steaming cup of cafezinho next to her. Speaking in a barely audible whisper to avoid the owner's attention, the waiter inquires, "What do you want with this girl?" Elena softly, "I need to talk to her." The waiter, "Is she in trouble?" Elena, "No, quite the opposite." Seemingly satisfied with Elena's appearance and demeanor, the waiter steals a fleeting glance at his boss, then leans in closer. "She does come in here from time to time, often with friends. I believe her name is Letitia. She wears a uniform from a high school about 3 blocks toward downtown," he says. Gratitude washes over Elena as she smiles warmly at the young man. Quickly, she locates the high school's website and its physical address on her computer. Glancing at her wristwatch, she realizes time is of the essence. She gulps down her still warm cafezinho and, with newfound urgency, strides briskly in the direction of the high school. Helena, gripping her phone with the girl's photo on display, can't shake the feeling of being an undercover observer as she watches students pour out of the high school. Within 10 minutes, a cluster of students catches her eye, one bearing a striking resemblance to Letitia. Keeping her distance, Helena tails the group. As they near a stadium and one student peels off from the group, Helena seizes the opportunity to approach the duo, presumably Letitia and a friend. Elena, with a cautious tone,
"Excuse me, would you happen to be Letitia?"
The girl, taken aback,
Do I know you?
Elena, attempting reassurance.
"No, but I would like to talk to you about something important."
Letitia, dismissively,
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in whatever it is.
she says, turning to leave with her friend Isabella in step. Elena, raising her voice slightly,
"Letitia, it's about the puzzle you solved 2 days ago."
Stopping in her tracks, Letitia whirls around.
I recognize you now. You're that woman from the internet. What do you want? Are you following me? I don't want to talk to you. Just leave me alone.
With that, she dashes into the stadium, her friend close behind. Elena stands there, disappointed but somewhat reassured that this young lady is wary of talking to strangers. Elena, murmuring to herself, "Time for Plan B, then." Retreating to a more concealed spot, Elena watches intently, planning to shadow Letitia to her residence. After an hour and a half, laughter and conversation signal the departure of Letitia and her friend from the building. Elena maintains a discreet distance until they pause at a bus stop. Within minutes, the pair boards a bus, and Elena barely catches it in time. The bus, brimming with passengers, carries the sound of the girls' laughter from the rear. They alight in the middle of the journey, and Elena, exiting from the front, strategically increases the gap between them. After a brief farewell, Elena resumes her pursuit of Letitia, who heads into an apartment complex. Attempting to follow, Elena is thwarted by a securely locked entrance. Surveying her surroundings, Elena examines the intercom's nameplates for any hint of Letitia's home. Her scrutiny attracts a middle-aged woman who emerges from the building to offer assistance. Elena, a young girl just entered this building, and I need to speak with her parents, if possible. Oh, you must mean young Ferreira. Has she gotten into trouble? She's such a sweet girl. The custodian replies, Not at all. I wish to discuss something about Letitia's academic pursuits with them. They might not be home yet. It's quite late. Maybe you should try calling them first. Would you happen to have their contact information? I'm sorry, I can't share that. It's private. Goodbye, she says, closing the door. Quick-witted, Elena remarks, Your accent is quite distinctive. Where are you from? Curious, the custodian reopens the door, responding, Paraguay. Elena, switching to Spanish, Incredible. What brought you here? Custodian, in Spanish, Are you from Paraguay as well? No, I'm originally from Cuba. Now I live in the United States. During this exchange, Elena gleans that Letitia's mother is Sofia Ferreira, employed at the tax office, and her father, Andre Ferreira, teaches Portuguese and English at a high school. She also discovers the name of the school where he teaches. With this new information, and as evening approaches, Elena decides to end her day's efforts and heads back to her hotel. Seated in a quaint restaurant, Elena savors a plate of Verado a Paulista while scrolling through her phone for information on the Ferreira family. She navigates to the school's website and locates Andre Ferreira's email address. Crafting a concise email, she requests an urgent meeting to discuss a personal matter, deliberately omitting specifics. With a final review, she hits send and takes a sip of her wine, contemplating her next moves.